Have you noticed how B2B websites are starting to look suspiciously slick? Like you're no longer signing up for a demo, you're signing up for a lifestyle. You're not requesting access anymore, but kind of feels like you're joining a community or a movement. That's not a coincidence. That's actually the shift happening where B2B is starting to sound more like B2C, and honestly, I'm here for it. And it's changing how we build, design, and sell from top of funnel to post-sale loyalty. And today I just kind of want to see what's happening with this trend, and not just what's happening, but also why it's happening in the first place. And more importantly, why I think it's super important for you to apply this to your brand and your team right now. But before that, hi, I'm Anusha Kannan. I'm a marketer, I'm an analyst, I'm a writer, a content creator, a podcaster. And this is a 360-degree marketing show with Anusha Kannan. You know what it feels like to chase down a lead in B2B? 5 forms that they have to fill up, and then you have to follow up with them, and they'll tell you that we'll get back to you, which might as well just be, don't call us, don't reach out, we're not interested in you. Because meanwhile, your buyers already binge watched 4 YouTube reviews, read a Reddit thread, and decided what they want before you even see their name in HubSpot, which is what I want you to think about. If your B2B experience feels hard as a buyer, they're already gone because they don't have the time and patience for that. Let's set the stage first. B2B buyers are still people, so they expect the same thing no matter where they go. They expect the same 3 things: emotion, simplicity, speed. Number 2, from features to feelings. Let's look at a real brand. Service Titan, a SaaS platform for home services businesses, leaned into identity-based marketing. Their campaigns don't say streamlining dispatch or streamline dispatch. They're saying this is who it's built for, this is who you are, and this is what it does. And it's emotional, it's status driven, and it's very B2C energy. Another example is Rippling. Just take a look at their website. It's not just another HR tool. They're basically listing all the pain points that these people have in the sector. And they're saying, hey, this is what you need. This is what we've got. And their animations don't just show the product. It shows how it feels to use the product. So they're basically selling calm, competence, and control. Number 3, design first positioning. Here's the secret sauce. Design is not supporting your product anymore. It's kind of the product going forward. B2B performance creatives are being harshly judged more than Instagram Reels these days, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on literally any platform you go to. We are judging them so fast. But you also need to remember, if your hero image looks like a 2016 PPT presentation, you're not going to get anybody's attention unless you're trying to tap into the nostalgia part of marketing. Like we talked about in a previous episode, we are in an era where we need to get people's attention, and the way to do that is to drive curiosity. And the way to do that is to have a very different way of looking at things. In a world of AI where we can always repurpose our content and repurpose ideas, creative thinking outside the box is still very much a thing. In fact, that gives you more edge than AI ever could. One thing I will tell you is your user experience has to mirror how humans process emotions. So we basically don't look at logic first. We're never like, this is right for me, I will just do this. And we're always like, this feels hard, even though I know it's right for me, right? So emotions first, and then we follow that with logic. So that is how your user experience has to be as well. Wow, this website looks really good. I really like how this user interface is. And then they think about, do I even need this product? So always tap into that. Number 4, personality is a differentiator. The best B2B brands are letting their people actually speak. Not just executives, not just actors, but everyone involved in the company. And you know what that does? It breaks the robotic tone and it creates a connection fast. Number 5, speed equals trust. Let's not forget how much friction there is in B2B, right? B2B is riddled with micro barriers. Log in to request a white paper, book a call to see a price. All of those things are brand damage, in my opinion. Because honestly, always in any relationship, when you have that frictionless vibe, that frictionless connection with someone, it's much more easier to build trust. Just think about it this way. If you walk into Target or any grocery store today, and they tell you the first thing is, we won't open the door until and unless you give us your email, your phone number, your blah, 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 which company you work for, what's your job title. You would just walk out of that store because you're not interested in that, right? That's exactly what it feels like in B2B. B2B feels like B2C now because companies are starting to realize that on the other side of the game, there's an actual human being, and we no longer view them as just a business, a piece of business. We know that it's an actual human. And when it's a person, they probably have 15 tabs open. They have zero patience. They probably want to just get to lunch, or they have a pizza party in the company. And in that environment, design, tone, speed, and storytelling are your best friends. So let's recap what this actually means for your team. Design is not a wrapper. It's a value layer. Messaging needs to sound like a person, not a white paper. Simplicity beats complexity every single time. And emotional clarity is a huge differentiator. If you want to future-proof your B2B brand, just go through the entire customer experience like that customer yourself and ask yourself this one question. Would you buy from you? If this episode hits home, share it with your CMO, maybe your head of marketing, share it with your design, content, and honestly, anyone that's involved in all of this, loop them in, Slack message, share it with anybody you think would actually benefit from listening to this. And if you want the consumer grade B2B checklist, go to anushakannan.com/360nucleus and get the copy for free. This is actually free. You don't have to give me your email ID or anything. Make sure you remember that your brand, it's not B2B, it has to be human. And with that, I'll see you next week.